What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So, I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are tanking. It's been a debate in recent weeks as to whether the Jaguars are tanking. But when you trade away guys like AJ Bouye and Calais Campbell for little to no draft compensation, I mean, it's a clear sign that you're tanking, honestly. And I don't think the Jaguars are really trying to hide it either. I think that even though Minshew's at quarterback this year and they seem to believe in him, at least in public, I think that ultimately they're trying to tank. And I think it's smart. I think it's actually a good move. Most of the time, I don't really encourage tanking in football because I think it's more about building a culture, stuff like that. But when a guy like Trevor Lawrence is going to be in the draft next year, you got to tank to get that guy. That dude is going to change the franchise. In this case, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wherever he goes, he will change the Jaguars if the Jaguars are able to get him. When we look at Trevor Lawrence, he has a big arm. He's mobile. He's a good leader. And I think that we saw that when he established a GoFundMe during the coronavirus time to help out coronavirus patients and those who are suffering. I think that Trevor Lawrence, he's going to represent the franchise well if they're able to get him, which is important because we saw when Tom Coughlin was the executive there, it seemed like there were a ton of issues. The culture seemed to be kind of rotten. Something wasn't quite right when Tom Coughlin was there, but they finally turned the page on that. So I think they get Trevor Lawrence under center. Look at the division. It's pretty bad. I mean, Phillip Rivers with the Indianapolis Colts is a one-year contract. I think Rivers is going to suck. And the Indianapolis Colts won't have an answer at quarterback heading into next offseason, in my opinion. When we're looking at the Houston Texans, it looks like Deshaun Watson's going to demand a trade, honestly. May not be this year, but next year. And if he does, the Texans are going to be really bad. They're going to fade into irrelevancy. You don't replace a top 3 quarterback like Deshaun Watson just like that. When we're looking at the Tennessee Titans, yeah, they're good. I believe in Ryan Tannehill a lot. I think he could win a Super Bowl. I'm not sure if that entire roster is quite that great, honestly. Like, they're good, but I don't know if they're going to be able to elevate into Super Bowl contention, per se. So if the Jaguars get Trevor Lawrence, I don't think that you're really looking at the Tennessee Titans as a real threat. The Jaguars could own the division for the next 5 to 10 years if they draft Trevor Lawrence. That's worth giving up on this season for, in my opinion. You fire Doug Marrone next season after he stinks up the joint this season. I don't think he's that great of a coach. I don't think that he's going to be able to turn this team into a winning team this season. You let him stink up the joint this year, then you fire him, you get a good head coach. You make sure that in this draft, with the many draft picks you have, make sure that the surroundings are good. Make sure they solidify the offensive line. I think Leonard Fournette, running back, that's good. DJ Chark and D.D. Westbrook, I think that's an underrated duo at wide receiver. They should be able to help Trevor Lawrence out the bat. And after that, make sure you solidify the defense. They have some studs like Myles Jack, but obviously without guys like Jalen Ramsey, Calais Campbell, guys like that, the defense certainly isn't what it used to be a couple years ago. So they got to get the surroundings ready this year, in my opinion, and then get ready to draft Trevor Lawrence next year. That's why they should tank, in my opinion. 9 times out of 10, I say not to tank when it comes to football. But when Trevor Lawrence is on the line, you got to do what you got to do. That's all I had to say, though. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be praying for NFL and NBA hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Jensen Sports. See y'all later.